Dear future Kent. So I guess we died? At least that's what they told me when I woke up. They were nice enough to take me with them, even though it seems like they weren't too careful with my body. They decided to put a little girl's spirit in me. I got over that pretty quickly, I guess. She seems nice enough and doesn't want to kill me like all the other ghosts in here. But on the bright side, the first thing I saw when I woke up was this beautiful woman. She seems like she's willing to cut off my head in a single swipe, but I find that extremely attractive. I'll get her to like me eventually. We head on our merry way into a bedroom. We look around and find nothing really, but when MacLeod finds a cloak in the trunk, we are attacked by these two Dementor-looking things. They smell like shit, and their stench poisons Callista. Ven tries to cock-block me by healing her, but I perform an amazing act of heroism by jumping off the bed and slashing one close to her. The guys say she didn't see it, but I know she was impressed. Just when I thought I was the badass of the group, the big man grabs one by the neck and freaking electrifies it! Holy shit, that was awesome. We didn't really have time to celebrate because they slash at MacLeod and I, and we start seizing up. And honestly, with the limited time I got, I have no idea why I'm wasting writing in my journal. Anywho, back to the battle.
It is now Ven, Callista / Kent's turn. Okay, so basically you are unable to move at all. John, do you remember if you roll at the end of the turn or at the beginning
end of your when you roll?
Wait,
that's
at the end of the turn.
End of your turn. Yeah.
Yes. So Kent, I'm just going to have you roll now. So roll a Constitution saving throw again.
A 9.
Okay, so you're paralyzed still, and Rose is trying to shake you out of it and just can't get a grasp on freeing yourself, and you just stay there, unable to move.
I can't move.
So Callista and Ven, it is your turns.
Which one has been more damaged?
They're both very equally damaged, like within 2 hit points of each other from a out of game point.
Worry about the more squishy one.
Is there a way I can position myself so a 15-foot cone move could hit both of them?
You would also hit Callista, just dead on.
Fuck.
If you go for one, I'll go for the other one.
They're both almost dead.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're not.
In my mind, they are.
Yeah, that's not how the game works.
Damn it.
Wait, did Kent get out of his paralysis or no?
No.
No.
Fuck. I'm going to use my second first level spell and use Burning Hands on
nice.
The one in front of Kent.
Okay. Let me pull up that spell real quick.
I have it right here on my card.
Okay, I'm just going to read it as well, so you don't need to read out. You can read it out if you'd like.
You just have to make a dexterity saving throw. It's a 15-foot cone. Anything inside makes a dexterity saving throw.
And you're doing just straight out at the one dude?
Yeah, since I'm right next to him.
That's doable. Okay, so saving throw. That is a 19.
Fuck! Yeah, he makes it.
Okay, so half damage?
Yep.
Okay. And this is the one that was attacking Callista?
This is the one that was attacking, that paralyzed Kent.
Okay.
Total damage is 11.
Alright, so 11 halved is 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so
we round up, guys. Come on.
You reach out your hands, and instead of doing your cone as normal, you decide to just put your hands straight up against the ghast, and for whatever reason, it hits the ghast, and he just kind of shrugs it off and knocks your hands away, and it kind of goes all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So you do a little bit of damage, but not as much as you were probably hoping for.
Right. Okay. And
all right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Callista goes.
There's 2 next to me, right?
Correct. There's the one that's next to you that is also next to Kent, and there's one next to you that is also next to MacLeod.
I'm gonna attack the one next to MacLeod with my 2 short swords.
Okay.
And I get sneak attack.
Now keep in mind, the reason is also there, since MacLeod and Kent are both paralyzed, you would not normally get a sneak attack damage because they're not active.
Okay.
But I'm
But
there.
you are there, so it does help for either one.
Okay, so the first one is 23.
That hits.
Nice.
Second one is 23 again.
That also hits. So roll damage.
So
6 for the first one.
Plus sneak attack.
Yeah, no, that was what sneak attack.
Plus your modifier.
Yeah.
Really?
That
That's
was
6 total. Would you roll a 1
Yeah.
on both?
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So, and then for the second one, 9. So that's good.
Okay.
Well, that one doesn't have modifier.
True.
So it's just a straight 1d6?
Correct, because it's your bonus attack, and you don't have a proficiency in dual wielding, so you can hit with it.
Okay.
It just does less damage.
Okay, so
So-
6.
That's it. All right, so you see that MacLeod and Kent are both in trouble, and your eyes go back and forth. You look up, Ven attacks the one on your right, so you go, okay, left one. And you switch around and hit with both of your short swords and just dig into this ghast. It's not looking great. It's still up and it's still moving, but there's this big X in its back with your short swords. And that's it. You can't really move,
Yeah.
so that'd be it. MacLeod,
that's it.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fucking 3.
Okay. You stay there paralyzed, unable to move. And you're just kind of you're tensing and you want to get out of it, but there's no getting out of it. All right. It is now the gas turn. And the gas is going to continue. The gas is actually going to look over at Ven, who just tried to light him up,
Fucking bring it.
and rolls a 12 to hit.
That is a miss.
So it snaps at you with its teeth and tries to latch onto your leg, but you just jump up out of the way, just kind of moving around on the bed, avoiding him. Just looks up at you, wants to just bite you up. The other ghast, after just getting knocked to hell from Callista, is going to turn back around at Callista and try to slash at her for 15.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. That is 12 damage.
Okay.
Right, so he bites into you as well, so you now have a matching bite mark on your other arm. So now you are symmetrical. And he
Thank you.
pulls out another piece of flesh, and I take it you're back down to what, 2 health?
Yes, I'm at 2.
All right, then. They are not going to move. It is now Ven, Callista, and Kent's turn. Kent, if you'd like to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Come on. Oh, a 20. Not natural, but a 20.
Okay, so you just hear Rose in your head of like, move, you gotta do something, come on. And then you're like, okay, kid, whatever. And you shake it off.
I have the power.
You shake it off and you get your weapons ready. You can't really attack yet, but you are ready to go now. Callista and Ven, you guys are up.
All right. As he goes to snap towards me and I move my leg out of the way, I want to use that momentum to unleash my breath weapon on him. So I just finish the fire, ducked out of the way, and then still just rage in my eyes, breathe fire and holy hell on him. So dex saving throw from him.
20.
Fuck you.
Oh, God.
Not natural, just 20.
6 halved to 3.
All right, so you jump up and you blow down some fire, and you thought you were going to hit him a little bit harder in the head, but he ducks out of the way, and you kind of graze his face, and you see a char mark rip past his face. It is now Callista's turn. Unless you want to do anything else, Ven.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Question.
Answer.
Yep. Is it a bonus action to take a potion of healing?
It is an action to take a potion.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to take a potion. It's an action to feed it to someone.
Yes. So yes, bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna do. I have a potion of healing in my accessible items. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Cause I'm.
So roll 2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
2d4. Oh my God! So lucky that I bought more than one d4.
Yeah.
7.
You chug a potion and you feel a surge of energy in you, and your wounds start to close again. So you gain 7 hit points back.
Cool. And for my action, that means I only get 1 attack, right?
Correct.
So I'm gonna do my silver short sword.
Okay.
Do I still get sneak attack because Ven is there?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And which one are you attacking?
The one that looks the most height.
The one you've been
That'll
attacking.
be the one that just turned and tried to, and that just took another bite out of your arm.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. 24.
Oh, that hits.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
Okay, you take your sword and you get your position a bit after getting that huge bite. You chug the potion, stare at it right in the eye, and he stares at you back, and you just watch as the blade gets slowly pushed through the bottom of his skull, and he goes lifeless and drops down, and he's done.
Very cool.
All right. Anything else?
No. I think that's it.
Okay. It is Mikhail's turn.
Nope, it's my turn.
Correct.
No, you made your...
No,
No,
you
you
made
made
your
yeah.
saving throw.
Oh, that counts as my action?
Yes. That is at the end of your turn, technically.
Okay.
All right. It is Mikhail's turn. So, Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Let's see how bad I do this time, guys. It's a 10.
You feel your body finally, and you stretch, and you're able to finally move again. So you pull up your great sword ready to attack.
Yay.
And that is your turn.
Yay.
So the remaining Ghast, who now upon further inspection is a bit female. You haven't really noticed in the blur of things, but with the one down, you realize that one was male and one was female. She turns and is still going after Ven.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls a 14.
That's a miss.
Okay. So tries to claw at you, and the claw comes up and doesn't make contact with you. She snarls and looks over right in your eyes, and you feel a voice in your head of like, that's Mom.
I knew it.
Ah, fuck.
And you just feel that realization in your head of.
Can I go first on this turn now?
You certainly can.
Do I hear her say that?
Oh yeah, that's in your head. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Rose, it's Thorn in your head.
Oh, it's Thorn.
Yeah,
I look
it's in
down at her and I say, "Not anymore," and I breathe holy fire on her.
Oh my god, you vicious bastard.
Yes.
It does not make a saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no.
6
Hey.
damage.
Okay, so you blow fire down, and the features where she was looking at you with
Mhm.
are now just charred and burned away in her face. So you see the skull in the back now, and the skin just falling off, but she's still staring intently at you.
Ew.
She's not
Would
doing
I
great.
be able to, as a bonus action, use my dagger?
Yes.
Do some
you
extra
could.
damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Then as that ends, I would like to do a quick slash with my dagger as well, then.
Okay.
And it
Dagger,
is
dagger,
a 21.
You hit.
And I do 2 damage.
Okay, so you
Some extra
slice.
damage.
Yep. You slice across the face, and there was a little bit of skin that was like falling off, and you just go,
Mhm.
and the skin just
Just wanted
falls
to get
off.
that- Just get that for you.
Yeah, it was like when someone's food is just like caught in their beard. You're just like, oh, you have, never mind.
Mhm.
But you just go whoop, right down. There doesn't look like much energy left. Callista and Kent, you both are up.
Make your saving throw.
He already did. He's good.
He already saved. He's good.
Oh, he saved?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do my 2 short swords again.
Okay, so you turn to look at the remaining Ghast, this female.
12,
That does not hit.
21.
That hits.
20, man.
21.
8 for the first one. 8,
That's
9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
12 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Is it
so you see this Ghast look up at Ven and just ready to rake her claws back into him. And when the hand comes up, your sword comes up and lobs the arm off, and you come back around and slice the head straight off the body. And the body crumples, and the head hits the bed, hits the floor, rolls a little bit, and the face rolls towards Kent. And Kent, you feel in your head that realization of that's her mother. That is it.
I'm gonna take the sheet on the bed and just put it over the mother's face. I don't want her to see that anymore.
So you pull out the sheet, then you feel the sheet coming out from under you. So you kind
I
of
forgot.
hop off the
I
bed.
hop off the bed.
I forgot he was on there.
I'm immediately
I'm still like angry and like seething with rage.
I'm going to immediately bless the bodies and put them at rest.
Okay, so you start to bless the bodies. You do your ritual, and Kent and Ven, you both feel that pull of them looking over to the other body, and you just hear that sigh and feel that sigh of sadness that that's also their father.
That's sad and all. But let's go back to what I found in the chest.
And all technicality, Callista and Mikhail, you don't know unless they tell you.
Exactly. That was my out of character. It's sad.
Yes.
I don't actually care. Let's go back to this chest.
So after that sad, really depressing moment, you loot the shit out of this room.
Yes, I did. Tell me about this cloak that I picked up that caused me to roll a 2.
We'll get to that. So just write down these things. I'm going to have you roll some checks. So write down cloak, a small wooden coffer, which is like a kind of like a little chest.
I know what a coffer is.
It's
sir.
unlocked. Okay.
Do you know who you're talking to?
I know you know.
A coffer is a small chest you usually put coins in or other small valuable objects.
Thank you guys, because I didn't know what a coffer was.
Thank you, because I had no idea, actually.
All right, what's next?
Drew, in terms of fantasy items, I know you know all of these, so it's not towards you.
Just let me be offended, damn it.
So it's unlocked, and you open it, and there's 4 little vials in there. You figure they're potions of some sort, but we'll get to that as well.
Okay.
There's a chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask of alchemist's fire,
Ooh.
a bullseye lantern, a set of thieves' tools, and a book about the size of out of game, about the size of a module book.
So a largish book.
And it's a yellow leather cover.
Can we retcon and make, instead of those thieves' tools, make them tinkerer's tools?
No.
Darn it.
Although I like the idea, there's reason behind them.
Okay.
So
all right.
my question here is, how thick is this? Is it literally like basically the same thickness as a module book as well? Or
yeah.
talking like, okay. That was
Think of like 50 pages. Actually, not thick as a module, but like 50 to 75 pages.
okay, cool, gotcha. All right, so now can I do
So-
rolls?
You certainly can. So is
First I wanna
anyone
start
else
with
going to be inspecting these items?
I will.
I mean, he's got them all, so it decides if he
Well,
wants
I
to
mean-
give them to
It's
us.
a very small room.
I'll just peek over his shoulder.
I'm going to picture this. When you guys are emptying them from the chest, you're like laying them out on the bed to inspect all the different items that are in there, like just to get
Probably
them out of the
true.
chest.
I'm not
Ooh.
particularly
Okay.
greedy.
All right, I'll take
Okay,
a look
so-
at them as well then.
Anyone who is proficient in Arcana can roll these checks.
Okay.
Not me.
So
Not me.
Me.
That's me.
All right,
Okay,
fancy
so-
kids.
So you fancy kids, roll an Arcana check, please.
23.
20.
Natural 20?
No,
Both
23.
of you recognize the cloak as a cloak of protection. And what a cloak of protection does is... let's see.
Protects you.
Really?
Very interesting, yeah.
This is very interesting. It protects the
Yes,
person,
very interesting.
as it says in the title.
Broke up protection.
Cloak of protection. You gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while you wear the cloak, and it does require attunement.
What
So
is
you would
it?
have
A short
to
rest.
basically take a short rest with it, and you can then get its benefit. All right, make another Arcana check, please.
15.
I got a 10.
Okay, so both of you realize, because you've seen these before, these are little vials of potions of healing.
Yes.
Yay. How many of them are there?
There are 4 total
4?
in the little coffer.
4 people, 4 potions.
You both kind of like thumb through the book a little bit, and you realize this is actually someone's spell book.
Ooh.
You realize that there are relatively easier spells than like the really, really hard stuff.
Uh-huh.
There's some stuff in there you guys couldn't really cast yet, but you also don't both learn from a book. But you do see quite a bit of spells in here. So since you really can't use it from a book, maybe you can study it a little bit, or you can probably sell it to somebody for a really high price.
Okay. Then was there anything else that we have to make Arcana checks for?
That was it.
Okay. Then the cloak will offer protection. The potions will heal us, so everybody should take one. And the book is a spell book of low level wizard spells. Wizard spells, right? Yeah, wizard.
wizard spells. You do notice that these are not really evil spells. These are
Normal spells.
good protective kind of spells. Like you thumb through and you would recognize magic missile. That's a pretty standard one.
Protection from evil and good, I'm assuming.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I go up to Ben and I say thank you, and I take the vial and I heal myself because I'm only on 2 hit points right now.
All right. So roll 2d4 plus 2, and then add that health back.
Can we consider this a short rest?
You guys can take a short rest in this room. That's cool.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna just roll a hit die and keep that health potion.
Yeah, if you want to, you can just keep the health potion. And roll
Nick, you
some
can
hit.
do that.
I didn't know that. Can I do the hit die?
Yes. So you guys take a short rest in the room, just kind of laying down on the floor, sitting on the floor, thumbing through that spell book.
I'm
I'm
laying
gonna-
on the bed.
I'm gonna hold on to the spellbook.
Who wants the cloak of protection?
I say we give it to whoever has the least amount of AC, and I'm assuming the rogue.
That's Callista. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm assuming give it to the rogue because she's gonna be doing a lot of recon work.
Oh, guys. Oh my god. What am I doing then? What am I
So you're writing
So
on your
I
inventory a cloak of protection.
I was gonna say I'm
And-
gonna give the cloak to Kent, and I'm gonna say maybe you should give this to her.
I say, and I turn to him and I say, realistically, what do you think my chances are?
It's a long shot, but maybe.
I say, thanks. And I walk over to Callista and I say, no ulterior motives. I just want to make sure you have a little extra protection. And I hand her the cloak, and that's it. I hope she takes it.
I take it from him and I whisper to Bartholomew, that was pretty nice of him, wasn't it?
I immediately turn back to the guys and I say, we're not going to address that she talks to herself?
Oh no, we've met Bartholomew.
No, this
No, you
is
haven't.
normal.
They haven't.
Okay.
Well, no,
we have
she
not
said the
met.
name. She said the name Bartholomew. I don't know what it is, but we know Bartholomew is there, and what I think Bartholomew is you don't know.
I say, oh, you know what? I say, does she have a Bartholomew inside her like I have a rose inside me?
Why don't you try asking her?
While this super weird exchange is going on, Josh, I have taken off my pack and I am carefully, OCD style, putting everything into it properly.
I thought he was about to say pants.
So,
I thought so too.
I'm serious.
I turn back to Callista and I say, one question. Do you have a ghost inside you as well named Bartholomew?
no. Next question. Okay. And then I go back to staring up at the ceiling.
I walk backwards.
Okay.
Away.
Josh.
Yeah.
When it says the cloak of protection, so my AC right now is 15. So what does that become? 16?
Correct. And all of you, I was going to do this earlier, I just forgot. You all have inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What's inspiration?
Inspiration is you can roll advantage on any roll that you have in the future. Inspiration is basically like if you play something in character or did a really good job with something, it's something that I would reward you. The other option is like if there's a bard in the party, they offer their own type of inspiration. It helps you roll better. But everyone's been pretty solid on playing and rolling.
So
like
what's
role
our
playing.
inspiration?
Thanks, bro.
Inspiration
We
is
just
just
get
an
one,
advantage.
We
I
just get
know.
one
It's one.
inspiration, right?
So
But-
1d10?
And
Whatever
it's one
roll
advantage.
we choose, if we say like, oh no, we rolled a 1, fuck that. I'm gonna use my inspiration to
Got
re-roll
it.
that d20.
Hey Josh,
In a sense,
are there
yes.
any flasks of oil in this room, and how much oil does the bullseye lantern have?
Bullseye Lantern has like half-filled oil.
I have
There's no other oil in the room.
I have 2 flasks of oil.
You have 2 flasks. Do you
Yeah.
want to offer one up for this lantern?
Is it a pretty sexy lantern?
It's a bullseye lantern.
It's a really
Yeah.
far lantern.
You can actually probably run the lantern for, I don't know, let's say... Actually, Drew, you would probably know this. How long does a lantern usually last on one thing of oil?
I mean, it really kind of depends on the oil and how high you keep the wick, but,
Oh god.
you know,
I
you
wasn't
might get 4 hours out of one.
Okay. So this one you get 2.
Like
I'm gonna
before
check the
you like
hour.
if you have it on high, like you might get 4 hours. Like, yeah.
Okay. So let's consider the fact that this lantern has probably about 2 hours worth of oil left at like its usual setting.
Okay.
So
Alright.
in the book it says Once lit, it burns for 6 hours on a flask of oil, 1 pint.
Then perfect. Two is perfect.
Okay.
So we
I'll give
only
you.
all have one potion of healing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll give you a flask of oil, Drew. I don't mind.
Cool.
I'd
It's
like to
cool.
go up to MacLeod. Would it be a wise idea if we left the bodies like this?
No. We should,
Burn them.
Well, burning them would be the smart answer, but let's not waste our very precious resources. Instead,
I have a resource of constant fire blowing out of my mouth.
this is true. Let's take the dead peoples,
Okay.
and they have crits already made. So we put them in there, we shut the doors, we are done, wash our hands of it. It's good.
As if he were dictating, he were dictating. Thorn was saying the exact same thing in your head.
By the way,
That sounds
out of
good.
character, just looked it up for my own edification. I'm going to share it with all of you. Most oil lamps will burn, as a general rule, 1/2 ounce of lamp oil per hour. So it really, like I said, depends on how much oil it will hold and how
Right.
full it is.
Cool.
We all learned something. I learned something.
The more you know.
All right. I
shop
say
then.
we then return the bodies to their proper crypt. And
So
we
I pick up. I'm just gonna say I pick up both of them and sling them over my shoulders.
As per usual.
Okay, so you walk
I'll pick up the
them
head.
over. Oh yeah.
You're very helpful.
I'll take the head since he's got both the bodies, obviously.
I just take out one of my daggers and I start dancing it on my hand.
Okay, so you guys march
not
back up
helpful.
to the crypts. You put the bodies in. You lay them to rest.
I say a prayer
And-
over them and shut the coffins.
Okay. So, what was left of what you guys saw was the room you went into before the bedroom. There was a door on the far left. There was also the passage to your left at the crossroads, and there was the stairs on your right at the crossroads.
I do have a question though. When we grabbed that cloak, where did the guests come from? The walls?
To quote the book, they are hidden in cavities behind the earthen walls.
Interesting.
Yummy.
Then should we go the other way that we did not go?
I mean, I say yeah, but again, I'm gonna leave it up to whoever's leading because I can't walk in the front. I'm just gonna make a bunch of noise.
That would be Callista.
Let's check this door on the left-hand side. Can I see if it's locked or trapped?
Sure. You can go over and make an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Wow. Okay, so you reach out to the door and you grab the knob and you twist it and turn it, and it does not feel locked. Then you go to let go and your hand does not come off of the doorknob. Instead, the doorknob stretches and reaches over your hand and grabs you, and you see the door start to open up with a gigantic mouth.
Wouldn't a natural 20 be able to perceive that that was fake?
Yeah,
No. Because
okay.
mimics cannot be seen.
Right. Fucking mimics.
So roll initiative. Callista, it would make a lot of sense if you were first, so you are. You go
Fantastic.
first.
I'm gonna try to break this grapple on my hand.
Okay, so roll an athletics check with a disadvantage, please.
11.
You go to pull your hand off, and you feel the door like firmly grasp your hand. You are not able to get off of it.
Okay. That was my action.
We will say that is we'll say that's a bonus action.
Okay. So since I had
You had a natural 20, so I'm gonna allow that.
Okay. So since I had my dagger out already, I'm gonna try to jab it with the dagger.
Okay,
14.
that hits.
7.
Okay, the silliest thing I think I've ever said this game. You hit the door. You take the dagger and you just jab it in, and instead of like getting that full wooden feel, you hear it break wood, along with a kind of weird squishy sound afterwards. And you do a bit of damage to it.
Yay.
All right, you cannot move. That is your turn. Kent, you are currently about 10 feet away from the door, 15 feet away, and you see Callista's hand completely enveloped by the doorknob on the door, and a gigantic mouth open in the center of the door, grinning with big sharp teeth.
Oh, Cheshire.
All right, I'm going to attempt to cut the hand, or whatever is like cut her hand free, pretty much.
Okay, so you can move 5 feet in that direction, and you are right next to her. So make an attack roll.
Well, I roll an 8 plus what, 3? No, plus 5 because it's my sword, so we're looking at 12.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Wait, no, 13.
Okay, so
13, that's what I said. I said 13.
you hit roll
Play,
damage.
play the tape back. I said 13. I got a 6 plus 3, which is a 9.
Yay.
Okay.
Nice.
So you go to attack it at the doorknob, and it. This is a short sword, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you go like halfway into the doorknob. It doesn't really cut it off. It's like you just broke into it. You did a bunch of damage to it. Like you see this big squirt of this weird liquid just kind of come out, and you hear the door give off a groan, and you see the smile kind of dip into more of a grin on the door. Above the mouth, like at the top, you see the door open up into these like little red spheres, and they look down at you.
Oh, no.
That's good. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Then you're up.
How tall is the door?
Say a standard door. So
like
8 feet,
8 feet.
7 feet.
How close together are the eyes?
They're about a foot apart, and there's like
All right.
4 of them.
Okay, so then screw it. Since I'm in the back, how far am I from it? Like 15 feet?
You are 15 feet away in the opposite corner of the room.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at it. That would be a 23.
Yeah, I think that hits.
4 force damage.
Okay. So you see this little gap between where Callista is and the obvious height difference of Kent, and you blast Eldritch Blast out of your hand, and it hits the door, and you see it just crack and buckle slightly right above the mouth. Anything else you'd like to do?
That was my action. So doing that, would I be able to also move up to the other side and connect with the opposite end of Kent's hit to see if we can both cut it together?
Teamwork.
With my dagger?
Yeah, you can squeeze in there, but I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
10.
Yeah, I'll say that is possible. You feel a very nervous thorn in your head, especially after dealing with the whole thing with his parents. Like, he was getting a little bit more brave about it, and then seeing his parents like that, he's not feeling great anymore. But you just go, I gotta protect my friends. So you dip forward, and you can make that bonus action dagger attack.
That's gonna be a 10.
You go to slash in, but you just kind of chip off the wood.
Yeah, then that's it.
Mimic's turn. So the Mimic, you feel it just kind of clench down on your hand, and this weird pseudopod kind of comes out from the door, and it goes to smack you.
In my face.
In your face.
Great.
Advantage, roll a 3 and a 1.
Yay!
So it goes to swing at you, but it completely misses you in its entirety. It's like kind of reeling a little bit from the doorknob, and you're just like dipping, dodging around.
I just look at it and say, what are you, some type of wood or something?
And that is it. So it is now Mikhail's turn.
So, quick rundown of what's going on again? Like, where is everyone standing kind of thing?
You are basically staring at a group of your friends attacking a door in front of you.
Seems about right.
So you don't really have any spot to get in there to attack it at a melee.
Well, guess what? For the first time, I'm going to use my supplication stance.
Okay.
What does that mean?
So, I fall to my knees and begin
Suck a
to
dick.
pray.
Put the
Wrong.
candle in front of you.
You suck that door's dick. You suck it.
I'm also 20 feet away, so I doubt the door's dick could reach you over here.
Hey, it has a lot of wood.
It's about 18 feet.
And I'm going to cast
Jesus
Guiding
Christ.
Bolt.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what happens. It is a 15.
That does hit.
Woo!
Yes,
That radiant damage, though.
that's right.
Beautiful.
I did 19 damage.
Oh,
Whoa.
fuck.
Okay, so while you two are, I
Nice.
say you two, as in Kent and Ven, are attacking this doorknob, and Callista's like pulling off of it, trying to get off, you like hear a clatter to the ground behind you, and you just don't know what it is. Sounded like a sword just being put down, and you see a bright light kind of go off behind you, and you all turn around and see this meditative stance on the ground of MacLeod, which you've never seen him do before, just like he's praying, and just puts his hands together and pushes out, and this light emanates from his hands, knocks the door, and 3 of its eyes just get burned over in radiant energy. That did a ton of damage.
Nice.
I whispered to Bartholomew, that was pretty awesome.
The door doesn't think so.
Okay, well, you know.
Are you done,
Opinion
MacLeod?
doesn't matter.
It's also attacking me.
Can't
Well,
please.
I can't.
It's also a door.
use- If what you said is correct, I can't use a bonus action since I used a spell action.
Well, technically, you changed your stance, and changing your stance is a bonus action.
True. This is also true. So I.
Well, no,
can't do
he just
anything.
means that as your bonus, if you use a spell, then as your bonus action, if you want to cast another spell, it can only be a cantrip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I don't have any cantrips. And I already used my bonus action technically, so
True.
I can't move in this position. So I'm done here.
Okay, so it is now Callista's turn.
I'm done here.
Yeah, 19 damage. I'm done. That's all I'm gonna do.
Just 19 damage, guys.
Yeah.
You know.
It's great.
Yeah, not a big deal.
No big deal.
Callista, you were up.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna try to break the grapple again.
Okay, roll a athletics check and athletics.
That's not good. 11 again.
Nope, you are unable to get out of that.
I'm gonna try to jab it again with my dagger.
Okay.
No, because that was a natural one.
Okay, so while you're trying to pull off of it, you just try to grab, and you cannot get your hand out, and you go to swing at it. In doing so, you accidentally drop your dagger, and it is now on the ground. It's still within
minute.
reach, but it is like on the ground next to you.
God damn it.
What was it,
Wait a
John?
minute. No, she has advantage.
No, she doesn't,
Why not?
because the mimic says so.
Never mind.
Because the DM says so, dude.
Right.
Ability
Does that get rid of the
made to
guiding
escape
bolt
this
effect?
grapple have disadvantage.
Does that get rid of the guiding bolt effect?
Technically, you would just negate it. Wait, no, sorry. Attack rolls have advantage. I thought you were talking about the grapple. My apologies. Make
Guiding bolt.
advantage with that attack, please. So roll again.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah,
I forgot
it's
about
guiding
that
bolt.
ability.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. What am I doing right now?
So just roll another
d20. 20.
Dagger. 2, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19?
That hits. Thank you, John.
No problem.
Do I get sneak attack damage?
No, because it is
Oh.
currently engaged with you
Okay.
very intimately right now.
It knows
Yeah,
you're there.
5.
Okay. So instead of dropping the dagger,
The
the DM has a conversation with one of its players, and you
Yeah.
take the dagger and shove it back into the door where you were hitting before, and you see more splinters and a little bit more of a splatter of liquid come out, and groans again at you. The door's not looking great. Still looking like a door, though. It is now Kent's turn.
That's unfortunate.
I am going to try to then again hack the rest of the handle off the door.
Okay, go ahead. And the guiding bolt is for the first attack that goes
yeah,
at it, right?
That's it. It's over now.
Natural 20?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That sound you hear is the sound of a Nick Figueroa dancing
And snapping.
Yeah.
and snapping. All right,
All
so
right,
roll your damage, double the dice that you roll, and add your modifier.
15.
Okay, so you come down and you lob the doorknob straight off, and when the mimic screams in that kind of a pain, you go, "Excuse me," to Callista, and you shove the sword into the mouth of the door, and you rip up your 3 feet that you can actually reach. You pull it out, and the door just crumples and disfigures and shape changes into this mass of you don't know what, of teeth and eyes and this wood kind of shape, and just falls over to the ground. And you can now
Okay.
look into the next room.
Hooray.
Can I talk to Rose without actually vocalizing, or do I have
Yes,
to
it's all
vocalize
internal.
when they talk? Okay, so I'm
internal.
gonna internally be like to Rose. Do you think she's impressed?
I'm impressed. That was really nice. Maybe.
Awesome, thanks.
It's probably nice that you
I-
save her.
I don't actually feel it, but like I kind of feel like Rose patting me on the back, and I feel proud of myself.
You feel a mental pat on the back.
I look over at Kent and I say, "Thank you. Never in my 100 years have I met someone so willing to kill a door for me." And I step into the next room.
I am blushing.
You certainly are.
If everybody else is going through the door, I follow it.
As I walk through the door, I kind of like brush my cloak back and I kind of like smacks Kent in the face.
Yeah, you're feeling all blushing, and then you just get like a in the face. Dope.
I walk in the door right after, and I put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm like, "You're doing great," and I just keep walking past.
Taking Initiative is a product of the Spark Network. For future updates, news, and all nerd-related stuff, visit us at thespark.network. To visit us on social media, you can find us on Twitter with the handle @TI_pod. That is again @TI_POD. You can find us on Facebook at the page Taking Initiative Podcast. And finally, to find us on Tumblr, go to takinginitiativepodcast.tumblr.com.
I'm Josh Perot, and I'm the DM. You can find me on Twitter at XyroxisTheBeard. That's XIROXIS the Beard.
This is Jonathan Buckmaster. I am the voice of Vendalar Greymeyer. You can find me on Twitter at Bucky_Masters.
Donna Fenimore as Callista Bergensen. You can find me on Twitter at Donna Pastry.
This is Nicholas Figueroa, and I play the sometimes rude but always lovable Kent Brickwood of the East Farthing Brickwoods. You could find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Nico Figs. That's at NIKOFIGS.
Oh, hi, this is Drew Tillman, the voice of Mikhail, and you can find me on the Twitter at NotThatDrew.
All music on the show is property of Kevin MacLeod and the Incomtech website. Any information about the songs in this episode are in the description below. To give credit to the classes played in this episode, the Pendragon class, played by John Buckmaster, was created by Daresight Phantom on Reddit. The Doom Guide class was played and created by our own Drew Tillman. The Gunslinger class, played by Nick Figueroa, was created by Matthew Mercer. The Rogue class, played by Donna Fenimore, is straight out of the D&D 5th edition Player's Handbook. The D&D 5e rule set and the Curse of Strahd module are both property of Wizards of the Coast.